Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to day 13. We get to do a nice deep yin style practice today. I'm going to have all my props close by just in case, but you're going to need a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today laying down. If you want to lay on a pillow of some kind, feel free to do so. Just make sure that your head is resting on something, whether that is your mat or a pillow. Make sure that your hips are also resting on something. And if you want to make a diamond shape with your legs and get into your hips, you can do that as well. If you want to get into your shoulders, while we are here, you might reach your arms above your head, let your palms face up. Regardless of where your arms are, let your palms face up. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And let it go. Take another nice deep breath in. And let it go. One more. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Just allow yourself to settle in. Maybe your body can be nice and still. In whatever position you've decided to start our class in today. Resisting the urge to wiggle your fingers or your hips. Resist the urge to scratch your nose or adjust your clothing. Really just allowing your body to be as still as it can be, so that you can just focus your efforts on the breath. Maybe you can listen to the sound of your breath, tuning out any other noises going on around you. And we will stay just a little bit longer here, but I do want to remind you that we're going to be spending a little bit of time in each pose or stretch that we come into today. So listen to your body. Move when you need to move. Make adjustments when you need to make adjustments. And ultimately, we're just trying to relax, de-stress. So when you do feel ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Move nice and slow here. You can bring your knees back together, your feet to your mat. If you have your arms above your head, you can also bring them to your sides again. If you have something underneath you, we're going to take it out just so that we can lay down flat on our backs. Have nice long spines. and to just notice how we are feeling. So far today, you might lift your heels so that you can connect your tailbone to your mat. You might even tuck your chin just slightly towards your collarbone to lengthen through the back of your neck a little more. Maybe just be still for a moment. Notice the sensations running throughout your body so far. Maybe you'd rather add a gentle rock of your knees side to side, giving your low back a massage. And then when you are feeling good enough to move, to come up and over into tabletop, we're gonna start to transition into pigeon. And if you've got a pillow, have it at the top of your mat. From your tabletop, your hands and your knees, we're gonna be bringing our right leg forwards. Lay down the shin, have your left leg back behind you. If you want to have your strap close by, you could. I forgot to grab mine. I'm not going to use mine, but you might want yours. But just sinking into your hips, if you've got a pillow, you can have it right in front of you. I'm going to give you a whole lot of options here in your pigeon so you can decide what you want to do today. You might keep your chest lifted a little longer. You might start to tip forwards. Resting on your forearms, maybe bring your forehead all the way down to your mats. And if you want to add in a shoulder to this, you can slide your left arm under your chest, maybe resting your arm on your pillow or on your mat. And then letting your chest get nice and heavy so that you feel the love through your arm, your shoulder, and a whole lot of love through that right leg and hip and glute. Breathe. Nice job, you guys. So, since this is our deep, deep stretch practice of the week, I've got to give you some options to go nice and deep, and I have to give you some options, of course, to not go so deep. So you can stay in your pigeon, you can take a break, you can stay exactly as you are, or we can try to add our back leg into this. So bending the back leg and reaching for the back foot with a strap to make your arm longer, or without a strap if you are able to catch your foot. So you can stay lifted through your chest, but if you're able to melt it back down and guide your heel towards your hip or your glute, let's do that. And then just notice which hand you're holding your foot with. Holding my hand, or I'm holding my foot with my left hand right now. I'm actually going to switch that to my right hand. And you might do the same. So potentially that we can add in our shoulder again. We can lay on our left arm again and take things deep, deep, deep. Or you can do some combination of all the things, or one of the things. And since there's so much going on, you don't really have time to think about anything else. Just notice how your body feels in this twisted position. Close your eyes for a second. Take a breath. If you do happen to have your back leg bent, I want you to start there. Let it go back down. If you are leaning forwards, laying on an arm, or maybe you were just enjoying pigeon and you were skipping the upper body stuff, lift your chest back up. How does that right leg feel? Just take a moment in tabletop or maybe even downward facing dog. That was a nice long hold in our pigeon. So if you are feeling all sorts of things going through that right leg, shake it out a little bit. Move however you need to move. Close your eyes, feel what you feel. And when you are ready to switch sides, have your strap close by just in case it was useful. Start to set up your pigeon with your left leg forwards. And since you know where we are going now, maybe you'd like a longer break. Maybe you want to dive right into it. Tipping forwards perhaps. Maybe keeping your chest lifted. You can add your right arm under your chest. You could hook your strap up to your foot and add your quad in now if you wanted. I'm going to take my time here. Slowly moving deeper and deeper. So just let your chest get heavy if you were tipping forwards. Soften through your hips. Just breathe. And then you may be staying exactly as you are. You may be taking a break. Or you can start to add your back leg in now if you haven't already. Maybe grab a hold of your foot or your strap with your right hand first. Just see how it feels as you tip forwards again, bringing your heel towards your hip. And then if you want to add your shoulder back in, you might switch. Grab your foot with your left hand. Maybe it's easier to hold your foot with one hand versus the other. But if you want to tuck your arm, your right arm back under your chest and lean forwards, kind of in a pretzel-ish shape with your body. A whole lot going on, so find a place that works for you. Try new things. And then breathe. Stay for a few breaths and just breathe. Awesome work, you guys. If you have your back leg bent, let it go. And if you are leaning forwards, Let's start to lift back up too. We can meet in tabletop, taking your time, moving very, very slow. And a gentle rock of the hips, maybe be still, but just close your eyes and check in with all the sensations running throughout your body, especially through your legs, through your hips. When you're feeling good to move, you can cross your ankles. We're gonna have a seat and find a wide leg straddle. And I'm also gonna use my strap for this. If you wanna do half a straddle, you can do half a straddle, bend one leg and have one leg out long, out wide. But if you want that nice deep stretch that we're going for today, feel free to have both of your legs out wide. You can add your strap to one of your feet if you want to use a strap. Point your toes up, lengthen through your spine. If you are holding onto a strap, bring it behind you and bring your arm behind you too, opposite arm to leg, and kind of walk your hand down your strap so that your elbow, your forearm is tucked right behind your back. If you don't want to hold on to a strap or you don't have one, just place your hand on your low back or bring it out to the side of your body, because we're just going to be tipping over towards our leg that is out long, that has our strap. Tip the opposite way to the arm that is behind you, so that you could look past that shoulder, maybe up a little. You can lean as far as your body wants you to lean. You're gonna start to feel some love through your side body, through your leg. And if your elbow is kind of close to your knee, maybe just bring it to the inside of your leg a little bit, just to help you keep your chest forwards, maybe even up slightly. And breathe softly here, especially through the shoulder of the arm that is behind you. Soften any places where you're feeling the love. And if you are holding on to something, or if you have your arm behind you, just drop your strap, let your hand slide back out, reach your arm up, and maybe lean over a little more with your elbow to the inside of your leg. You can reach up, you can lean over as far as your body allows you to go. Maybe you catch your foot, maybe you don't. But just open your chest up. Try to look up instead of looking down. Point your toes up. Feel that nice side stretch. And then using an inhale to bring yourself all the way back up through center. Wiggle around a little bit if you'd like. You might have even felt your neck, your arms, your shoulders, everywhere. We're gonna switch sides. So if you're doing half a straddle, send your other leg out. If you were using a strap and it was useful, move it to your opposite foot. Bringing your hand behind you to your low back to get into your arm and shoulder, or holding onto your strap. Walking your hand down towards your foot as much as you need to so that your arm is tucked nicely behind you. Drop your shoulder from your ear, you're pointing your toes up. Holding onto your strap just helps keep those toes pointing up. And maybe it helps to tip towards your leg as well. Move slowly here. Start to look up or just close your eyes, but keep your chin lifted. And just see how far your body wants to lean over to the side. Maybe you have to tighten your grip on your strap a little bit as you lean a little more and a little more. But if you have your arm or your elbow close to your leg, just bring it to the inside of your leg. Lift your chest up more. Notice where you feel the love. Notice where you need to soften a little bit more. And if you have your arm behind you, slowly release it. Reach it all the way up. Lean over. You don't have to catch your foot. You can just reach and stretch and see what happens. Maybe just closing your eyes, trying to lift the chest up instead of letting it fall down. Awesome, you guys. Use a big inhale to find your way back up through center. Notice how you are feeling. Move a little bit if you need to move a little bit. If you've got a strap hooked up to your foot, you can take it off. You can move it to the side. We can bring our legs back together. Help your legs come back together. Give your knees a hug. Rock side to side. And when you're feeling good, to lay down on your back. If you've got a pillow, you could just place it on the bottom of your mat so that it's there for you. But lay on down, maybe hugging your knees towards your chest and taking a couple gentle rocks side to side. Massaging the low back. And you can start to let your knees fall over towards the left side for your twist. Sending your right arm out to weigh down that shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Let's use an inhale to lift our legs back up. And let them fall or tip over to the right side. The left arm may be reaching out to weigh down the shoulder. And with an inhale, lift your legs back up. Maybe hug your knees into your chest one last time. A couple more rocks, side to side even. And starting to make your way into a comfy place where you can spend Shavasana, where you can relax your entire body for a few moments. stay still. And take a deeper breath in and out. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Taking another deeper breath in and out. And maybe reaching your arms above your head for a nice big stretch. Eventually bending your knees and rolling over to one side. And finding your way up into a comfy seat. Closing your eyes one last time. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Take one more deep breath in and let it go. Awesome practice, you guys. Thank you for being here. I will see you again tomorrow. Namaste.